This is not a movie scenario. It is a geological certainty waiting to happen. When the ground beneath Wyoming finally breaks, it won't just end America, it will freeze the entire world. It begins not with an explosion, but with a warning. Ground sensors in Wyoming detect a massive vertical uplift of 3 meters in just 24 hours. Geological surveys scream panic. The magma chamber pressure exceeds the crust's breaking point. Thousands of geysers evaporate instantly as the ground temperature spikes to critical levels. At 8:14 a.m., the structural failure occurs. The supervolcano unleashes an initial blast equivalent to 875,000 tons of TNT detonating simultaneously. The shockwave travels at the speed of sound, shattering windows in Salt Lake City and Denver. The roar is loud enough to rupture eardrums hundreds of miles away. A column of superheated ash and gas pierces the stratosphere, reaching 50 kilometers in height. This is not smoke, it is pulverized rock, sharp as glass. Within the immediate kill zone of 100 kilometers, survival is impossible. Pyroclastic flows move at hurricane speeds, incinerating everything instantly at 400 degrees Celsius.
By hour 6, the ash begins to fall like heavy gray snow across Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. It accumulates rapidly, collapsing roofs under the immense weight.
This ash is conductive. As it coats power lines and transformers, it causes massive short circuits. The entire power grid of the western United States fails immediately. Jet engines cannot function in these conditions. The silica melts inside the turbines, causing engine failure. All air traffic over North America is grounded indefinitely. By day 3, the ash cloud spreads to the Midwest, the breadbasket of America. Wheat and corn fields are buried under toxic dust, destroying the annual harvest. Breathing outside without military-grade filtration becomes fatal. The microscopic glass particles shred lung tissue, leading to a condition similar to cement setting inside the chest. Infrastructure collapses. Roads are impassable. Vehicles clog intake filters and stall. Millions of refugees are stranded on highways, creating the largest humanitarian crisis in history. Week 1 ends. The eruption has injected millions of tons of sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere. This gas reacts with water vapor to form sulfuric acid aerosols. This aerosol shield reflects sunlight back into space. Global temperatures begin to plummet. The concept of volcanic winter transitions from theory to a freezing reality. Month 1. The ash has circled the globe. Skies in Europe and Asia turn a sickly yellow-gray. The sun appears as a dim, heatless bulb. Global average temperatures drop by 10 degrees Celsius. It snows in July in Chicago. Monsoons in India fail completely, leading to immediate water shortages. The U.S. government relocates to bunkers in the East Coast, but effective governance is impossible. The dollar collapses as the American economy effectively ceases to exist. Year 1. The volcanic winter creates a global famine. Rice crops in Asia fail due to lack of sunlight. Wheat prices increase by 500%. Countries with food reserves close their borders. Canada and Russia become strategic fortresses due to their resource stockpiles, defending them with military force. Livestock dies globally. Without feed, cows and pigs are slaughtered en masse. Meat becomes a luxury item, then disappears entirely from the average diet. The geopolitical map shifts. The United States is no longer a superpower, but a disaster zone relying on international aid that rarely arrives. Year 2. Temperatures stabilize, but remain historically low. Ice caps expand. The year without a summer repeats itself, keeping crop yields critically low. Energy becomes the new currency.
Coal and nuclear power are the only reliable sources. Green energy fails, as solar panels are useless under the ash haze.
Civil unrest explodes in equatorial regions where agriculture is still possible but overwhelmed by desperate migrants from the north. Borders are fortified with lethal tech. Humanity adapts. Vertical farming and controlled underground bunkers booms. We stop looking at the sky and start looking inward for survival. By year 5, the sky finally clears enough to see blue again. But the world is different. The population has decreased by 2 billion. The Yellowstone eruption didn't end civilization, but it reset it. We learned that our modern systems were fragile houses of cards built on the edge of a volcano. The Earth heals slowly. We rebuild, but with a new respect for the planet's dormant power. The question is not if it will happen again, but when.